Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me at this time of the day. My name is Solomon Desang Shams. It's so good to be with all of you this time, and I hope you're doing well. Let me put the mic correctly. I hope you're doing well. Um, and yeah, how has your week been? Your day been? Um, it's been a very uh, it's been a week that has been really busy for me. So it's good to be here, busy with family, busy with other things, busy with issues. But yeah, so good to have all of you guys here. Thank you, Lisa. Lisa is saying hello, Uncle Solomon. Boyd, first to comment today, Boyd. Good day, Malume. Thank you, Minx. Good day, Uncle. GM is saying, greetings, Solomon. I greet you in the name of Jesus Christ, watching from Brown Fisher, phase 2, here in Soweto, here in Johannesburg. Thank you. Toko from Palaboa. Thank you, James from Zambia. You're here. Oh, Namibia is also in the house. As usual, we got Brits. Brits is also here. And we have Davidson. Davidson is also here. Thank you, guys. Good to have every one of you. Thank you. Watching from Centurion. Wow. I appreciate you. And Taco here is saying, afternoon, Uncle. So watching from OR Tambo International Airport. What are you doing there? You're supposed to catch a flight. Go catch your flight. Or do you work there? But thank you so much, Taco, for watching. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Pudi from the UK. Appreciate you. Tenyiko, you've become a regular now. So thank you so much. Choni also very much regular. Thank you, Michael, all the way from Paro in Kapstadt, Cape Town, that is. Paul Mango say, hello, Solomon. I'm inspired with your analysis from Zambia. Thank you, Paul. And actually, one of the things that I love to do is to analyze issues. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's not something I investigated, but how can we take a news issue, what people are talking about, or something that happened, and analyze it and bring some sort of a biblical way of thinking, because we need to have a biblical worldview. There's no way our worldview concerning everything, family, relationship, education, love for each other, helping people who are poor, there's no way it can be the same with every other person. Why are we different? How are we different? And also importantly, how are we thinking like Jesus? How are we doing things like Jesus? That's very important. So yes, it's all about that. And Sikelo saying, Soul, my favorite Nigerian guy, I love you. Thank you. I love you guys all. Thank you so much. Kaylee from Tembisa, thank you for tuning in. Wow, all the way from the south of Nigeria. Away Jacob. Awi Jacob. I don't know how you pronounce or say your name, but he said, morning, thanks for your high level of analysis. Yes, I try to. I try to. Andy Le from Ntata. Andy Le, there's also Bulelwa here from Ntata. Are you guys friends? Are you guys watching together? You're just next to each other. Thank you all the way from Texas here. And yes, there's Andy Le here. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Gianni is in the house. Limpopo. Big time. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I just want to analyze and talk about an issue that I'm sure a lot of people have seen. A lot of people had seen or had followed. How many of you guys know Chidinma? Chidinma. I really didn't even spell her name correctly. I was just massacring her name here. Let me correct it. It's Chidinma. How many of you guys know the artist Chidinma? How many of you guys know her? How many of you guys have listened to her music before now, like the last few years? How many of you guys have listened to her music? I mean, obviously, if you're Nigerian, you know her totally. Wow, I got quite a lot of people also here. I got a viewer from Germany. Thank you, Michelle. And I got Clarkson from Cyprus. Um, Chukwuemeka from Benue, from Makudi. Thank you. Thank you, Rosa from the UK. But I want to talk about an artist who obviously a lot of you guys know. I'm talking about this artist because the artist, her name is Chidinma. And for some of you guys who don't know her, her name is Chidinma. I'm talking about this artist because it is not quite often that you see an artist who sings secular. Let's just say secular, you know. For me, music is music, but let's just say there's secular, there's gospel. It's not so often that you see an artist who is a secular artist transit to become a gospel artist, a big artist, you know, like a major artist. On Instagram, she has over 7 million, you know, followers on Instagram. You know, an artist who's so massive, but then transit into from secular music to gospel music, and sort of like cut herself up from everything from her past. You know, and that's sort of like moved me. That was when I started paying attention to her. But I'm gonna get to her a little bit. But a lot of us here, or if not all of us, know that the artist called Chidinma. This is her, young, beautiful. She's just in her early 30s right now. She started out in Lagos, where she was born, though she's Igbo, and her full name is Chidinma Ikele. But then she got her career as a musician sort of got a boost through one of the reality shows. I think it's called Project Fame, also in Nigeria, one of these reality TV shows that she won, and she got to sign a deal, and she became obviously popular. And she was young also. It was different. It was something different, and her music is great. Some of you guys enjoy her music. She's very talented, as you can see her. Very beautiful also. Just like every other woman. I think every woman is beautiful. It all depends on who is telling you you're not beautiful. But I believe God created every woman unique, even without makeup. You know, so she became a household name whilst coming through that backdrop of the reality TV show. Gradually, she got into the industry and collaborated with a lot of artists. You know, this is her, and collaborated with a lot of artists, and we saw how she now became a huge brand, not just in Nigeria but across Africa. A lot of people had enjoyed her music in her days of secular music, and listening to her music when she was secular, it isn't like her music isn't really good music. There's a lot of creativity. What makes good music? I mean, obviously there are different factors. It's not just how popular the song is, but also the originality of the song, the creativity of the song, the production of the song, you know, and the lyrical side of the song. What is the song saying? And a lot of her songs were like love songs, you know. So it resonated with a lot of people, and that led to her and Flavor. If you remember the guy Flavor, you know, they now actually did a song or an album together, a song together called 40 Years Everlasting, you know. And their song became so popular globally with Africans in diaspora, Africans, not just Nigerians. And a lot of people knew Flavor, obviously, from his days of Baby Wala Kolonko. Is it Baby Wala Kolonko? No, what's the name of that his song again? You see, I've forgotten. You know, but Flavor used to shoot his videos here in South Africa. Yeah, most of his videos when he started was shot here in South Africa. So they did a song that became a very huge song. And she went on and won quite a lot of awards. And she's an artist. You get invited to a lot of places and all that kind of stuff. And I think from the song she did with Flavor, somehow there are rumors, and I think they did have a relationship. You know, this is one of the songs there This is them kissing in the song. Should one kiss in the song as a Christian? I don't know about you, but for me, it's a bit awkward, But this was in our days as a secular artist. This is the music video. So this is a music video of her song. But then a lot of people started saying, they're in a relationship, this and that. And these are some of the photos together, from the video and also from them traveling together and doing stuff together. From the look of things, it seems like they did have a relationship, a romantic relationship between them. But then she disappeared, like through last year. For over a year, she was basically nowhere to be seen. And then boom, she now appeared. And when she appeared, on her Instagram page, where she has over 7 million followers, it was a new slate. All the photos were deleted. And she now started putting new photos. All the photos in her past, everything. She only started putting new photos in the last month or two. Everything was deleted. So I was like, oh, wow. Then obviously she's now started putting out some sort of promo, that she has a new album coming out. She changed her name from Chidinma, not changed her name. She just brought in her surname from just Chidinma to Chidinma Ekele. So it's like there's a change, not just on her Instagram page where she deleted all her photos and now started afresh, but also she used her surname, which is Chidinma Ekele. Now they call her Minister Chidinma. That's another way that she said she wants to be called, or what do you call it? Geo Chidinma, General Overseer Chidinma. So for me, when I observed that, I just thought it's very radical. And normally when you get this kind of radical conversion, it's actually telling you how the life that the person used to live before they converted, it means they've gone into a place of making mistakes and doing the wrong things, and they know. So now when they convert, it's just very radical. When they change their image, some people would say, well, she's just changing it to make money or whatever. But I believe she would make so much money as a secular artist than a gospel artist, to be honest with you. Gospel artists, you're always restricted to just churches. Obviously, there's a lot of churches in Nigeria and the gospel artists get invited here and there. And yeah, they make money. But as a secular artist, the platform becomes bigger. There's nightclubs that you go to. There are places, joints that you go to. There are concerts that you go to. There are government events that you go to, get invited to, and a whole lot of stuff. Right? So now she changed that. And she actually said when she was young, growing up in Lagos, I think she grew up in Kotun or so, she used to be in the choir. So obviously it shows that she has some sort of a Christian heritage, a Christian history, not just somebody who just became a Christian for the first time, but growing up in church, sort of. So when I followed that, I was like, okay, I see. Right? And then she released her new album. It's called Jehovah Overdue. If you haven't listened to it, I encourage you to go listen to it. This is the copy of the new album by Easy Concepts. And Easy Concepts are a major gospel artist, label that oversees people like Samuel Poso. There's the other girl that did Jesus, You Love Me Too Much, oh, too much. She's also part of this label. There's Chioma Jesus. So this song has only been out, I think, about 3-4 weeks now. It's almost reaching 5 million views on YouTube. And I love the song. My wife is actually beginning to complain now, because when I love a song, I'm the kind of guy, when I love a song, I play it over and over again. I can play a song that I love over and over again 5 times, 4-5 times, nonstop. And listening to it and just seeing God as a God who is practical and as a God who does things, who provides, who does things exceedingly and abundantly about more than you can ever think or imagine. Now, for me, like I said again, you seldom get a lot of artists moving, big artists like this moving completely. She's not somebody who is a secular artist who wants to release a gospel album. Now, we've seen a lot of those people. They're still secular artists, but they go in and once in a while they release a gospel album because they're Christians or they come from that kind of background, or maybe they're even looking for money. That's what some of them do. You never know. But for her, the transition is saying, look, I'm not a secular artist anymore. I am now a gospel artist. So this is my new platform. Now, for you to see somebody do that radically, it seems like there is a lot that they've dealt with God. And for some people, that's the way they want it. For some people, they want to still sing secular, but do a gospel album, and it's fine. I don't think if you're a Christian, you have to be a gospel artist. If you're a Christian who is a musician, you have to be a gospel artist. No, I don't think that's not just the right way. You can do any kind of music, but what message is in your music? Is this message of hope for people? Is this message for people celebrating love and relationships and marriages and families or whatever? Or are the lyrics just profane and just dehumanizing women and all that kind of stuff? Then it becomes a problem. Objectifying women, promoting alcohol or drugs, then there is a problem. As a Christian who is doing music. But I feel Chidinma is an artist that has really, for the first time in a very long time in Nigeria, where somebody that was identified as a very big secular artist has now transited to being a gospel artist. Obviously, she's going to carry a lot of her fans with her. A lot of her fans are Christians. She's going to get new fans also. And maybe she's going to lose not really much, maybe a few fans, because obviously a lot of her fans also listen to gospel music and they would want to transit with her. Now, I like the fact also that she's now calling herself Minister Chidinma. For me, it says a lot that she's not just a musician, she's a minister of the gospel. So she sees herself as a minister of the gospel. She sees herself as somebody who has a message, not just singing. She could say her message through singing, and she could say it another way, but she's a messenger of God. She's a minister. She ministers to people. Before, when she was a secular artist, she used to entertain people. She was an entertainer. But now as a gospel artist, she's a minister. So I sit down and think about, when I read up some of the stuff about her and I see the whole transition, and I was like, oh, wow, this is actually quite interesting. This is actually a bit different. I don't remember the last time in Nigeria that we saw someone like that. If you're Nigerian or you've been in Nigeria or if you follow Nigerian music, please, if you have any name, please put it out here. Some artists, big artists that completely disengage from secular and embrace gospel music. If you know anyone in Nigeria, please let me know. Or if you know anyone around your area, let's just put their names here so we can see anyone in your country, wherever you are, just so we can see them. Big artists, I mean artists who are, like I told you, she has like 7 million followers on Instagram, just to tell you how massive she is, right? She is massive. But leaving all that behind, she used to write and sing songs about love and relationships, people and people, marriage, or people who loves each other, lovers. But now that she has transited, she still thinks about love and relationship, but from a God perspective, God and us. And again, I want to encourage you to go listen to our album. Chidinma, Jehovah Overdue. You know, great album with a feel of, it has a feel of like high life, not high life, like eastern part of Nigeria, Igbo feel to it, you know, uh, and also some sort of like, there are songs that's like some sort of a traditional music feel to it, Nigerian traditional music feel to it. And for me, I feel it's wonderful. So I wanted to just talk about Chidinma to you guys. I know you've been following, and I think people like this, we can only pray for them and support them, for them to turn about and turn around and come back this way. It's really a decision that I don't think anybody would just make carelessly or just easily, but it has to come from through the conviction from the Holy Spirit, for somebody like that. So let's support uh, let's support people like this. Let's support them. Let's work with them. Let's be able uh, to follow them, to pray for them. And you don't have to be you don't have to be a gospel artist to serve God. You don't have to be a Christian doctor to serve God. You're a doctor, you're a doctor. You can serve God anywhere. But how are you serving Him? Are you serving Him righteously? That's the big question. Are you serving Him appropriately? Following Him? Are you being a minister as a doctor? Are you being a minister as a politician? As a business person, are you a minister? You work for the government. Are you a minister? Are you a minister where God has placed you? Even if you are a student, are you a minister? And I'm not saying you carry the Bible to preach every day. No. The way you live your life, the way you make decisions, the way you support other people, the way you do stuff, it's very important. So somebody here is saying, Pastor Benjamin Dube. Yeah, Pastor Benjamin Dube was a secular artist, definitely. Rebecca Malope also was secular artist, but they became. But Judith Sepuma, not really. Judith Sepuma she had one or two gospel albums, but also she still does her, her jazz type kind of music. But she hasn't totally transited. And you also have to remember that when Benjamin Dube and Rebecca Malope transited as gospel art, as secular artists to gospel artists, they were not massive. They were not big as Chidinma. They were not that really, really massive. They know them, but not like they are known right now. Nelly Siwe is saying, we've seen it in South Africa with Rebecca Malope. She left everything behind and never looked back, and now one of the most respected gospel singer. Yeah, definitely. She left everything and turn around. Somebody is saying, somebody has some sort of idea here. She's saying she's over 30 in Nigeria, and that is all. Nigerian, especially the Igbos where she comes from, value marriage and rebranding is also for her to attract suitable suitors. So you think she's doing this just to attract a husband? Sisi. You think she's doing this just to attract the husband? I think she can get a husband even without crossing over to gospel. They know her. I think men will be after her. Men will be all around her. Because she's still young, she's beautiful, and all that. She's Igbo, but she grew up in Lagos, so she didn't grow up in the east or a small town. She grew up in Lagos, so there is that a bit of liberal feel to. Even if you're over 30, yeah, it's fine. You can still get married and all that kind of stuff, right? So that's very important. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Basically, somebody here is saying, hello, Solomon. It's very normal to acknowledge a woman's beauty. It's not cheating. Kissing is showing affection and it's normal. Yeah. I don't know. You can appreciate the beauty of a woman. You're appreciating God, the way God created that person, right? And kissing is showing affection. I agree with you. I have friends who are colored. I have a couple of friends who are colored people, and not even colored, some of them black, that they're just my friends, right? And they're female. One of them is actually married. And when we meet, we kiss. Not a deep kiss, but we kiss on our lips because it's not part of my culture, but I discovered it was part of their culture. And it's a way to show affection. And one of my love languages is, physical touch. So for me, it wasn't really a big deal. Even in front of my wife, I could give a kiss on the lips of that person. It's not a deep kiss, but it's just, again, like you said, it's showing affection. And I don't see anything wrong with that. So my sister here is saying, hey, Solomon, I just downloaded Jehovah Overdue on Spotify. Looking forward to a good music. Yes, please enjoy it. Be like me and play it back to back. Kendra, be like me and play it back to back. So guys, thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for your prayers. And thank you for everything that you've been doing and giving us support. Thank you for everyone supporting me financially with this work that I'm doing, that I have to face legal issues and everything. And I thank you. I thank you. Cabo. Okay, I'm here. Should I call you Cabo? Am I correct? Sorry if I pronounce your name wrongly. You need to teach me, right? Okay, I'm going to make sure I learn. So don't be upset, Cici. So Onyekwere here is saying, love your content, watching from Benin City, Edo State. Thank you. Thank you. Ellie is saying, please don't kiss them again. No. With Corona, no. with the virus, no. No, unfortunately, that has taken away the affection. And even some people, even hugging, now they're not so comfortable with it, but that's just the way that it is. But thank you guys. God bless you again. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. I would love for you to do that now immediately. I would love. Okay, Cabo is giving me the thumbs up there. She said, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you guys. May God bless you, keep you. May you continue to be a shining light where there is darkness. Have a wonderful day.